proprietary recipe that I'm sharing online for the first time. So please keep this confidential. It has a secret name. So I'm gonna do a quick demo of how to make a mojito, the way I like to make mojitos. It's a very refreshing drink. Usually in the summertime it comes out. I make pictures of this when friends come over. So I'm gonna walk through a mojito recipe. Is this a good time, Hannah? Should I start? Perfect. All right, cool. So ingredients, and I'm happy to share this with you all in terms of details later, but kind of ingredients are on the alcohol side. I usually use dark rum and some club soda. That's kind of the primary liquid. And then I use fresh lime because I'll be garnishing. Garnishing alcohol is very important when you want to impress people and parties, so that's why I always have fresh lime. Mint is kind of the key ingredient here because a mojito has a very strong mint flavor. So fresh mint purchased from Whole Foods from Prime Now is the way to go. And then we have some brown sugar. So this is the key. Before I always saw people making mojitos with white sugar, but brown sugar gives it a much richer flavor. And I was at a bar, kind of a random bar in Spain one time. It was a hole in the wall bar, and they were making the best mojitos I'd ever had. So I started watching the bartender. I noticed the brown sugar. So I would say that's like a really key ingredient, is use brown sugar for mojitos. And then, especially if you're gonna have a party, you don't want to be like, it's a very labor-intensive drink to make. And so I would say do as much pre-work as you can. So I usually pre-squeeze some lime juice so that I don't have to be like slaving away like squeezing lime. So with that, those are the main ingredients, of course, some fresh ice. So step one is take a generous portion of some of the brown sugar and pour it into the glass. I usually use a highball glass. I think that looks better for a mojito versus a lowball glass that I use for other drinks. So like maybe 2 teaspoons, but I'm usually generous with it because I think the brown sugar gives it a really good taste. Then also be generous. The key here is to be generous with all the ingredients. So I put in like a good amount of mint. So that's what that looks like. So lots of brown sugar and lots of mint. And then the next key part is I pour in some lime juice because you want to give it some liquid so that you can begin muddling. Muddling is kind of key. So a generous amount of lime juice. That was like probably like two limes right there. I have my muddler here. So what I do next is I kind of muddle the mint with the sugar and the lime juice. So you do that. You could do this into a pitcher as well and make it for a big party, but this is kind of a single drink. So once you've done the muddling with the lime juice, I then will add the ice. I'll fill most of the glass up with ice. Cool. And then we'll take the rum. If you want to be precise, you can measure it. Could be like 2 ounces. It's about 2 ounces of rum. But since it's happy hour and I'm happy to be done with the day, I'm going to go with 2.5 ounces. By the way, the mint and the sugar, they basically destroy the alcohol flavor, so you end up not tasting a lot of the alcohol. And then to top it off, you take the club soda and you fill it up. And in the end, again, garnishing cocktails is very important. So I usually take just like 1 lime and I'll kind of garnish it like that. And I might throw a mint on top of it just to remind everyone it's a mojito, because when you muddle the bottom, you might not see the mojito as much. And then the final thing is you take your straw and you want to like mix it up. And then I usually take, because there's mint in the bottom, so I want a lot of the mint to be uniformly spread throughout the actual drink so you can kind of see it. It's a beautiful drink, as you see there. It's got a nice color, it's a darker color. And so once I've kind of mixed it up a little here, I will go ahead and take my sip. Well, first I'll cheers to all of you. Happy Thursday. And yeah, definitely try this out. Let me try it. Oh, it's amazing. And you can have so many of these. Like, I put a lot of alcohol in there and you don't really taste much of it, actually, which could be dangerous. Um, so that's it. Any questions? Yeah, the brown sugar is the key to this mojito. And fresh ingredients, be generous, and yeah, enjoy it. So mojitos, this was the first one. Please, I would love to see other people's recipes. If you have drinks that you make at home, please let Hannah and I know, and for future happy hours, we would love to see others. And I'm happy to send my recipe in writing to the group if you'd like to try to make this at home. There you go. Happy to